Okay, we're going to make a ticker using the ticker plugin, and we're going to look down here, and what we're going to use is the single text object ticker. So this is looking for a single item of text, so I'm going to drop in a flat 3D text object. Just going to turn off auto name the text and call this text1. Or text original, doesn't matter. I'm going to turn off the word wrap because we don't want it wrapping around if the text is too long, and I'm going to make it left justified. So let's go here and make that a bit bigger. There we are. Turn this off so we can see the text object. So we've made it left object. Width mode I'm going to make that automatic, and the height mode I'm going to make that automatic. That's all good. I'm going to move my text up to here, and I'm just going to change the font size, bring that down a little bit, because that's the size of the font I want on my ticker. So whatever I put into my ticker here, whether it's shadows and things like that, so let's just add a shadow edge effect, boom, there's a shadow. Now whatever I apply to this text here will be applied to the ticker text as it goes along the bottom. So this is effectively a template for the format of the text that goes along the bottom. So now I use my plugin, so I pick up my plugin and drop it on my text object. And I select my text object, the ticker, and then go to the properties. I'm going to change my spacing. I'm going to make my spacing about, let's say, about 500 pixels. That's pretty good. And I'm going to bring my speed down to about 6 pixels. Right, we want to add a field to put our data in for the ticker. So I'm going to add a primary field in here. And that's that set up. Now, this is set to run on every frame, so it looks at the data and updates every frame. There's a few other things in here. It says a delimited use of data in the text, and we've got a pipe symbol in there to separate out ticker data. There's things like infinite loop, where you can actually set the number of loops if you want to. Complete the loop, so if you're doing an animation you can make sure it completes the loop. You can send a trigger when the ticker starts and a trigger when the ticker ends if you wish to. And you can also animate using the ticker data or not. This allows you to turn it on or off with remote control. There's our text, there's our plugin. Now if I go to my timeline, we're not seeing a ticker at the moment because if I come up here and I look at the field marker manager, field 1 for this page has got no data in. So if I go test data for ticker and I put that into my field marker, now if I move along the thing, you'll see that there's my ticker starting to move. Now that ticker's too high, so I'm going to want to move the Y position, probably move it down to about 125 pixels. There is the data. Now we don't want to see the guide data at the top. Now you see when I move my mouse on the screen, it redraws the data for the ticker. So because I want to hide this text, I just come up here, choose my original text, and I hide that. And we can see the gap here. Now that's my 520 pixels. If I wanted to make that bigger, I could just increase that to say 900 pixels. Now the gap between that object and the next one would be much bigger. And you'll see what's happening as the ticker works is it actually generates another text object that brings it across. So let's look at render view. Now my ticker object's hidden because we hid it in render view. Shown or hidden. Let's close that, save that, and I'll do a save job here. Open up an instance of Stream Master and drop my ticker into here and play the page. Look at the Stream Master, And there's my ticker running. Now if I stop that, if I come up here and go to my field marker manager, I can put 2 bits of data. So I can do data information 1. Then I can use my pipe object, which is that vertical straight line. I can do text for second line. And if I wanted to, I could put another pipe in and just put a 3rd line of text. So if we save that, and now we take the ticker to air, look at the stream master. So here's our first bit of information, then there's the pipe to separate it, then you have your second line of text, then you have your 3rd line of text, and this is set to an infinite loop, so that'll just keep on running. There you have it. There you have a ticker, and that's all there is to it for doing a single text object ticker.